Hi, welcome back to Mind, Body, Life with Dr. Coles. I'm Dr. Nathan Coles, and we're here at my office today. Come on back. We're going to do a reflexology session. We're lucky enough to have in the office here a reflexologist. Her name is Mary Connelly, and I've never had a reflexology session before, so we're going to find out a little bit what it's all about. And we're going to take you through a session starting with intake forms, learning a little bit about why I'm here and what the benefits of reflexology could be for me. Mary's just around the corner here. I'm going to greet her and see what happens next. We're here.
Hi. Nice to have you come in.
Thank you very much.
Nice. Okay.
So this is Mary Connelly.
Hi.
This is her office, and reflexology is what we're going to do with her today. So can you tell us a little bit about what the process is?
Okay, what we'll first do is do intake forms, see what your questions are, go over what the benefits of reflexology might be for you and what issues you might have that we could work on.
Okay.
Overall, it's just for a sense of well-being, and if we have any issues, if you have any issues that are stressing you, we'll go back and go over them at the end.
Great.
All right?
Good. What's first?
Okay, first we'll do some paperwork. What I would look at, if you had any questions here, I would go over with the client.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would just remove your shoes, we'll put you in a bath. It has lavender essential oils in it, so it'll help relax you.
And it does smell fantastic in here.
Oh, that's good. That's part of it. There are different essential oils to help the systems relax, to help you relax. I would go over what the benefits are. At reflexology, we have just general benefits, not that they're looking for anything specific. It balances your hormones. It gives you an overall sense of well-being. It helps you relax, which when you de-stress, you're able to let the body heal itself. And that's the main component for reflexology. If there's other issues, if I feel a tenderness on your foot, or you tell me you see something, you feel something, a sensitivity, then that might be a weakness or an imbalance in the body, and that's something we might discuss, or it might clear up during this. 7,200 nerve endings in the bottom of your foot and the top, and they all correspond to different organs and different systems. So it might improve your circulation, it might improve your digestion, it just depends, but it gets everything moving. So everything's energy, so it just gets the energy moving. So if there's any blockages, reflexology will help. You lay down, we'll get you comfortable.
Head here?
Yes, please. Feet up here. All right. I have a knee bolster. Relieve some of the stress over your back. All right, and these are rose quartz stones that some people will hold, or sometimes they just put it on their chest.
Okay.
Rose quartz has a calming effect, so you just hold on to them, okay? Now, are you comfortable? I have a sheet if you'd like a sheet.
I am comfortable.
You're comfortable, you don't need a sheet, okay. How's your back?
Good.
Yeah? Okay. What I will do is I will first hold your solar plexus, and then I would start the massage and just open up the foot. Keep this one warm.
I'm going to try not to fall asleep, but Mary said a lot of people fall asleep during their sessions, so.
So this part is just opening up the foot and letting it and I get okay, so you have neck issues?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this would be the base down here. Do you have sinus issues?
Since I moved here, they've been better, but historically, yes.
Yeah, so a callus would indicate that it's been a chronic condition. It may have cleared up, it may resolve itself, but it will still be there.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let me just continue opening up the foot. There are zones in the foot which I'm going down. The zones correlate with your the zones in your body. Okay.
Is that the chart that we see with the zones on it? With the different...
Just start on the tips of the toes, which is where the brain is. The toes hold everything that would be in your head. So your sinuses, your pituitary, your thyroid. Okay. do an assessment, just check all the points on this would be your neck. So if you feel any sensitivity, let me know. Because a sensitivity or a tender spot, or if I feel a crystal or a cord, it indicates to me that there's an imbalance or a weakness in that area.
Now, do you ever have anyone feel sensations, say, in their neck while you're palpating the
Sure.
point that correlates with the neck?
Especially if I'm one that, if I touch her shoulder, this would be your shoulder. Okay, if I touch her shoulder, she will feel it in her shoulder.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then we would loosen up the. And whatever we do for the left foot, we would do for the right foot, and vice versa.
Do you find commonalities between the two? If you were to have a neck problem, would it show up on both feet?
Not necessarily, because somebody may have the neck issue on one side as opposed to the other
Okay,
side.
okay.
Yeah.
So the side of the foot would normally correlate with the side of the body?
Right. Like if I see a bulging knee issue here, then I might not find it on this side.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing with sciatica. Sciatica may be on one side and may be all tender down here, but not on the other foot.
So what made you decide to get into reflexology?
Well, I was a substance abuse therapist, and that was tough. And I wanted to do something after I retired from doing that. And one thing led to another. I was down visiting my aunt. I went for 18 months down visiting her as she went through chemo and eventually passed away from stomach cancer and ovarian cancer. And I was like, there has to be some other way for her to go through this. I mean, she had excellent insurance, so they just kept running tests and tests and tests. It was exhausting for her, and I said, well, what are we doing this for? And they said, oh, we're just extending her life, but her quality of life wasn't good. So if she could have had some alternative methods, it would have been better for her in the end. Now this is running your spine, and we call this finger walking. Okay, and this would be running your large intestines. And the glyphs are always very good to work on people, just to get the everyday environmental toxins out of their systems.
Now, what is the theory behind reflexology? Does it have anything to do with Chinese medicine, meridians, qi?
It does. They were doing it on hands and feet. You can do it on your face. You can also do it on your ears. I prefer the feet because the foot is larger than working on a hand. The ears are very tiny.
Are there any contraindications for reflexology? Is there anyone that would not be a good candidate for reflexology?
You can't do any harm with reflexology. The only thing is, and they warn against it, but there's actually no reported cases, is if somebody is pregnant near the end, there are certain points that you can touch on the pelvis that might, they say, trigger a, trigger labor. The worst that happen is that they just get a good foot massage.
I'm a firm believer that feet don't get touched enough.
And some people, if I feel this, it'll be a really thick, heavy pad, and then I'll ask them if they were a smoker, and they'll tell me, oh yeah, 30 years. I always tell the clients to drink a lot of water because this will release toxin. You can end up with muscle cramps, or maybe the next day a slight wave of nausea. So you need to drink a lot of water today.
Okay.
Now, a normal session lasts 60 minutes, and you wouldn't do it as long on an elderly person you'd only go about 20 minutes on an elderly person and maybe 15 on small children.
And do you ever have anyone that feels like they're too ticklish to have their feet worked on?
No, I really haven't. And I'm the worst, because if I get a pedicure, I'm like crawling up the back of the chair.
Yeah,
But
nothing you've done feels ticklish at all. It just feels great.
It depends on how you approach the foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I started with a lighter touch, you'd probably be laughing. I could make you laugh.
Sure.
Do your shoulders bother you? Because this is calloused and tough. It feels tough to me. So that would be an indication that there would be some kind of issue going on up there.
Well, what I do, leaning over all day, working on
Mm-hmm.
people, certainly tends to get
Mm-hmm.
sore. Now, I had a friend had some reflexology work done, and he came out, looked like he had been crying like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a normal reaction, or that can happen?
Yeah, that
or
it
emotional
can.
release during a reflexology session?
Yes. One person I had just kept laughing. You know, just kept laughing. I said, "This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen." You know, because it's a repeat client, and that was their release. Some get a tear. You know, they said, "Well, I don't know what's going on, but there's tears rolling out of my eye." Other people, when they're getting a release, the body will start twitching. The feet will start twitching, and that's a form of release. Or their face will get itchy. So there's different kinds of releases. Okay. Make sure you drink water, okay? And then you get up when you're ready, okay? Some people can't get up right away.
Okay, we're finished. Everything feels fantastic. I feel relaxed. Everything felt so great. Everything from the heated pad that I was laying on to holding the rose quartz stones to the foot bath, and everything that was done with my feet. I felt extremely relaxed, and I would definitely do it again for sure. So one thing I'm not sure we got from you, what exactly your credentials were, what you're certified in, and what you do.
I'm a certified reflexologist.
Mhm.
I'm a Reiki Master,
Uh-huh.
and I am a certified ISET Practitioner.
Okay, fantastic.
All right.
Well, we've had a lot of people coming in and see Mary here, and we're really excited to have her, so you should come see her as well.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you ready for this? Pass that back to the gang.